Dopamine is an incredibly powerful molecule that allows us to buffer the effort process. It allows us to be in effort longer, and it allows us to actually eventually enjoy the process of effort and not think about the reward, but just like I'm enjoying the process. Right where you just describe the first step. The first step in learning to take dopamine to the effort process, which is the key operation in order to succeed, is to be very careful about how much you focus on the end goal and serve your thought. If you're having a hard time controlling your thought, your feelings, and your emotion, you're feeling trigger, you're feeling like everything's bearing down you. Do something to shift your philosophy so that you can approach that challenge from a different stand. If you were just trust someone to do the worst possible thing in the morning, to set their for failure, what would it be? Stay in bed, curtain roll, passively scrolling on social media, drinking coffee surely in the day. They are getting through any cab movement. Instead of making a cup of coffee while testing, and they're not being deliberate and intentional with the thing they are doing, they are just allowing the morning to kind of come and take them in wherever the wind blows. That's right, and I had to say even thought I throughout my routine I couldn't. My morning routine couldn't if I were to really automate it, I would. My morning routine is, and I have to be careful here because whenever I describe my routine is a little bit of detail, but we will always say, I can't believe you don't go to the bathroom. And it's well, so I want my pen. Yeah, actually, we're fully full, so I want to be clear. Yeah, I take care of my basic function. But when I wake up, I might be like for sunlight. Oh, so I'm going to get sunlight in my eyes for the, I'm really going to great saving this go for. So forgive me and if you have heard me say before. The single best thing your sleep, your energy, your wakefulness, your metabolism is to get the natural light in your eyes and early in the day. No exercise to do it. Take about 10 minutes or so. If you live in the cloudy area or you in the UK in the winter or the summer, maybe you research some official light replacement, but make you just can get bright, natural, and if not natural, official light in your eye early in the day with sunglasses, contacts, and eyeglasses are fine. Don't try and do it through window was it's going to take far too long. The same motion and huge number of different biological and hormonal gases not good for you. Reduce stress late at night. After short cortisol, a million different things that really are good for you, so I get that. So then I come back inside and then I do not drink caffeine right away. It's important in many ways. So the like caffeine enough so that you can kill out some of the chemicals in the brain that body leads to a feeling of fatigue. So no longer you are awake, the more macrological adenosine build up in your system, and when you sleep, you will let adenosine level back down. When you wake up in the morning, that adenosine level can be zero, but oftentimes it still some hanging around. Caffeine is an adenosine antagonist. It blocks us adenosine functions a little more complicated than that, but that's effectively what it does. So if you wake up, you got 20% of your adenosine still hasn't been cleared out, and some chronic that you wake up with, then you go and you will drink coffee and question that ability of adenosine to have the effect, but it hasn't gone away. So that when your coffee was mid-morning, now that adenosine is there and you feel less there, mid-morning crash or afternoon crash. So I delay my caffeine intake for about 90 minutes and delay 120 minutes after I wake up. Because in that way, you bring the adenosine level down very low to zero, and then you going definitely rebound crash in the afternoon for years. I would eat a supportless crash. And I thought maybe I'm eating too much for to learn what I want to say. I'm eating the wrong food, and it's well related to the timing of caffeine. And your system learn how to wake up naturally, right? You get the natural cortisol and adrenaline give it at the time. And people hate this one because it's a little bit painful for the caffeine addict, but I'm right it's right caffeine addict, and I offer it up. And I will tell you it's also make the trial coffee so much better. You are waiting for that, you are several, you feel like, oh, my first is sex so much better. And that relates to the dopamine system and what I know what we should talk about later. Okay, great question. We often hear that the social media getting dopamine hits up the dopamine hit. When we first get on social media, after a while, for the first time, or after a long period of time, the amount of dopamine that's released we think is substantial. It's novel. Remember, dopamine is about adventure, surprise, and the sense that we are on some exciting track. That's what dopamine is really about. It puts us into state of readiness, anticipation, looking, seeking, and almost away for things outside the confines of our skin. One of the key takeaways from that book, domination, that I incorporated in my own life. There are certain activities like cold water that create long-lasting dopamine. This can be very useful for turning us into long-lasting motivational state. There's not big turn trough near the pan of the cold water, followed by this long alarm dopamine. Wonderful, this kind of anti-depressant, positive motivator, natural and similar. I would say that if you don't have access to an effort, cold water shower, yes, where you work if you have a so that doesn't get cold enough, keep in mind that the original study. So this dopamine increase heart. People get into city water, which is not that cold, for 45 minutes to an hour. So your water bill might go up, but you could just kind of cool bath and get it into the option the next. So could I realize that sometimes some customers to people they are not everyone had an ice bath. And I have to say even though I describe my routine could my morning routine could leave away to really automated and have done this from time to time. I would get up, I would hydrate and I would immediately exercise. I was use that early, picking up the cortisol response and that come with working to get the body into action. Sort of chewing style for the ever says what I said in my 7 a.m. Yeah, recently. Let's say somebody really want to make on a fitness routine. They had running or they want to lose weight in a healthy way. This kind of thing. So we had our heart the same more well you better you should the day one they show you better Monday three you order therefore you walk around the block and then and then eventually like they're running a marathon okay right but to sustain that behavior or even to make the behavior blissful and to give you energy the key is to subjectively reward the step so not going to be let's say I run a mile and may go to run 10 miles in a few weeks. The key is, as you are in the strength of that mile, the hard part, you want to say yourself, this is the good part, this is the part that give me energy, and I will subside if you will actually feel like they could continue further. So this journey of 1,000 miles start with a single, is made of, single step, but the case reward, the harder step, not the easy one. And not the one where you will get the thing that you want. Don't reward yourself for everything you want and taking a step as you could. So that is better for you. If it's very hard, it's very hard for you running 10 miles, that's hard. For the world. And push a little bit further through that wall and reward that process. This is the hard part because when adrenaline never oxygen max out, and that's when you have an opportunity to bring dopamine in and take those narrow pathway to select the factor. The other element that's really the most important to a balance is deep rest freshen is associated with the release of the molecule that regulates serotonin. Serotonin is a reward molecule, just like dopamine, except that it's released in the brain in response to the subjective experience that we have enough resources. So when we eat a big meal, how we enjoy, even whether we enjoy a big meal with friends or family, and just feel like the one of those incredible things, you reset. It's that feeling of being reset, an extended reset effect. When you hold, if you hold your child or partner, that you love for your dog, there's that feeling of having enough. And so as knowing is really the buckle that makes us look at things outside the boundaries of our skin, like to be in the pursuit of things. It's really to the pursuit, motivation, molecule. Serotonin is really about feeling like we have enough in our immediate environment. And it's so powerful because unless not dope, not experiment, not serotonin boys, check out periodically, we cannot learn back. It's a double in our but should be reset for very long. So we need serotonin naturally to feel more. What complete, whole, self. You need to balance serotonin and dopamine very across the day, maybe across the week. I think and you just practice about religious related past Sabbath and there's a rest period, for many I think all the That makes sense because they need to be renewable.